Hi, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey'spodcast. Oh, look who it is.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hi.
All right, that's a good way to start it. We don't know what we're doing. All right, so we're going to get straight into it. All right, that's why it's called a rundown. Okay, so big story in the NFL the past couple weeks has been Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Going to get right into it. I don't think it's real. I think it's a hype job. I think it's to help her fan base, to increase her fan base with some guys who normally wouldn't even pay attention to her. Maybe their daughters listen to her, but they don't know anything about her. And it's a win-win for Travis Kelce because his Instagram followers already increased. People that never heard of him, don't even watch football, now they know. So know of him. So it helps both their trajectories as superstars. And she's been wanting to crack into the football market. People are like, oh, what's the motivation here? She's already one of the biggest stars in the world. Well, she's wanted to crack into the football market, and she's wanted to do Super Bowl shows, allegedly, but hasn't been able to because I think it's Pepsi. She's a Pepsi girl, and Super Bowl is Coke, or vice versa, one of those. But she can't do it because there's a conflict of interest with the sponsor. So this is a way for her to crack into that football market, increase her fan base, broaden her fan base, and it without doing the Super Bowl. So that's what I think it is. Because everybody's like, well, she's such a big star. Well, then why does anybody do anything to increase their name value? Why does Walmart have commercials? Everybody's going to shop at Walmart. Why does going back to Coke and Pepsi, why do they have commercials? People already made the choice. Pepsi's not going to have a new commercial where, oh, wow, you know what? Pepsi is better. I'm going to go buy that now, and they become bigger than Coke. That's not going to happen. But you still advertise. You still get your name out there. Why does McDonald's still have commercials? We're all well aware that McDonald's exists, okay? You put these commercials out there because you're trying to increase it. You're not trying to just stay stagnant and stay the same. So Taylor Swift wants to broaden her fan base. Well, let's get some football fans watching. You know, let's get some big burly guys who don't even know who I am or don't know what a Swiftie is. Let's get them to become a Swiftie. All right, so that's the thing. What proof do I have? Her relationships have always been kind of not secret, but they're not right in your face. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal, that was like, okay, we know she's dating Jake Gyllenhaal, but it wasn't everywhere. I didn't know till it was over. John Mayer was the first big relationship. You didn't know about it until you started writing songs about her. You know, I'm kind of the person to ask about this because I wasn't aware of Taylor Swift and her relationships till long after them. I don't even know what the name of the last guy was or the guy before that. I don't know these people. But I know the Travis Kelce thing because it's thrown right in my face, and I'm a football fan. And you got guys on First Take and Herd and Good Morning Football talking about it. So that right there is my proof. And though she hasn't tried to keep it under wraps, she's up there in the box, you know, in the owner's box, getting pictures taken, cheering on her guy, and then they're leaving in a convertible. Instead of sneaking around through tunnels and stuff like that, like all celebrities do, they're leaving in a convertible waving to everybody. Come on, man. Come on. That's not real. That's not real. You got anything to say? You are a Swiftie, so you should know.
I am a Swiftie, but I don't know the names of any of Taylor Swift's past boyfriends, but somehow I know this one because I do.
Well, there you go. She knows Kelce, all right? So kind of proving my point there, all right? Let's see. The Philadelphia Eagles lost to the New York Jets in a huge shocker, and Jets didn't have two of their best corners in there. So that's a big deal. All right. The Eagles have not been as strong looking as the 49ers in their undefeated run here this season, and they finally had that hiccup that cost them, and it cost them against the Jets. Do the Jets need another quarterback? You know what? Now everybody's on the Zach Wilson train saying he can last till Aaron Rodgers comes back. I do think that, but Zach Wilson ain't going to take him that far, man. This is one game against a hiccup team that needed a kind of a jolt to shock them back into being the best team in the NFC like they were last year. And speaking of best team in the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers lost theirs. Everybody wants to jump off the Brock Purdy train. It's not so Purdy what happened yesterday. He had a bad game, all right? He didn't cost him. He still put him in scoring position. The field goal kicker missed a 41-yard field goal. He should have made that, all right? He should have made that. They should have still won the game. But Brock Purdy, even having a bad game against a great defense in Cleveland Browns, he still put them in position to win. All right. Now the Browns look good with their backup quarterback, and that's good news for us because we don't like Deshaun Watson, their starting quarterback, because he's dirt. All right. So that's kind of cool. So good for P.J. Walker, who came from the XFL, I guess, USFL, one of those. We watched them, but I can't remember everybody. Come on now. But I remember he was from the minor leagues. But anyway, the bottom line is the Browns won. And once again, I think that's a little hiccup game, just like the Eagles had against the Jets. It's not like the Browns are going to the Super Bowl now. It's not like the Jets are going to the Super Bowl either. Even if Aaron comes back into play, which Aaron was looking good, throwing on his 2 feet before game time, before the Jets-Eagles game. So that's cool too. All right? But everybody gets a hiccup game. It just so happened the two undefeated teams had their hiccup game in the same week. All right, on the same Sunday, so it happens. Right now, the last game of this week is going on right now, and it's the Cowboys and the Chargers. Cowboys winning by 3. Hopefully the Chargers can pull it out. Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? Happens every time they win against some mediocre team, not when they lose against a team that actually is decent. So how about them Cowboys? Nothing about them Cowboys. Cowboys
suck.
Yeah, they suck. That's not going to happen. As long as Jerry Jones is alive, they ain't winning nothing. All right, Chargers, I don't know. We keep waiting for something to happen there with Justin Herbert, man. I mean, he's good. The team could be in position. I think it's a coaching thing, and I don't know the ins and outs of the coaching staff or of the Chargers or anything like that, but I've heard it's a coaching thing. I'm just telling you what I heard. But why am I paying attention to the Chargers? I'm really not, okay? Team I do pay attention to is the New Orleans Saints. Saints did not look good. You struggled and you lost to the Texans. Your offense is not cutting it. The defense is okay, but could be better. Well, better than okay. The defense is good, but it needs to be better, especially to pick up the crumbs of the offense that just isn't working right now. Go start your bath, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you can come back and continue the podcast if I'm still doing it, if I'm not done yet, but get to work. So anyway, just a little parenting get thrown in there. The Saints got to do something. I'm a Derek Carr guy. I'm a Derek Carr believer, but his offense is just not working right now. Is it time to jump off the train, jump off that bandwagon? No, I don't think it is, but something's got to happen. I mean, what's the problem here? Dennis Allen is a garbage coach. I've always known that. I don't know what's happening with the GM and the moves they're making. They need to be making some moves before the trade deadline. I just don't know what's happening. I'm a Derek Carr believer, and it's just not working out right now. And it's pissing me off, and it's scaring me. Where's my New Orleans Saints? They need to do something. All right? LSU looks good. They're getting better and better every week. They got a couple losses, so they're playing for national championship. But I mean, maybe they could find their way into that Final Four, or at least in the season in the top 10. What you looking at? What's the score now?
10-10.
10-10. Chargers score a field goal. Yay, field goal. It's something. I mean, hopefully Chargers can pull this out.
Better win.
You got anything to sign off with?
The Saints lost to the Texans.
To the Texans, man.
To the Texans.
It's not even the best team in Texas.
Oh.
I mean, come on. You know?
Texans.
And speaking of a city with multiple teams or a state with multiple teams, New York, all right? Giants, we get it. You suck. I mean, your defense played pretty good last night against the Bills, but your team sucks. The Jets, you had that miraculous win. We're going to see what happens with you. We already talked about you, all right? You're not going to get that much press. My name's not Mike Greenberg. I'm not going to be touting your name all over the place. That only the sports fans are going to get that one. And Buffalo, I don't know. I already thought your Super Bowl window was closed, but now everybody else is jumping on that bandwagon. Buffalo, you're supposed to be a team that can do this. You're supposed to be a team that can be in the Super Bowl, and you still haven't made it there with Josh Allen yet. Now, can it be just a couple seasons with Josh Allen and you're already done? Yeah, it can. So you better do something. You better step on the throttle. You better make something happen. I mean, what the hell? All right, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for Maverick and Dempsey'sRundown podcast this week, and we'll do another one, I don't know, whenever. Cut me some slack. I'm really busy. But we also got a Halloween one coming up, all right? Maybe we'll be in costume. We'll do something like do a horror movie thing or whatever, all right? Peace.